Hello Flosstube, welcome back. My name is Dawn and this is my channel Frosty XStitch. Today is my Flosstube anniversary. I've been doing this since 2017. Who would have thought? I can't believe it. It's yeah, longer than I sort of expected. I didn't think I was on Flosstube for so long. Like actively on Flosstube filming. I was on it for about 2 years as a just viewer. For me that's still being active on Flosstube, but because I used to comment. But me myself making videos didn't think it would last this long. But I surprised myself. Anyway, I've got something on my t-shirt, so I'll just show you. Stitching the art of stabbing something 20,000 times. It's a quote by Peacock and Fig, and the t-shirts you can get from Susie Swede. I think she's Canadian, or it's north of the US, but you usually can find a link in my description box, because I really like these t-shirts. They're really lovely to wear, nice and soft. This is a woman's v-neck t-shirt. I have the razor back, I have the unisex normal sleeves t-shirt to sleep in large whatever. So and they're very good quality for a very good price, and they have snarky comments on them, so love them. Anyway, I digress. So it's my Flosstube anniversary. So I've got some notes, so if I'm looking down that's what I'm doing, so that I don't get already going down rabbit holes as I'm already doing. So let's just start with whips, because that's what most of you are here for, cross stitch. I've been really busy filling goodie bags for Stitch Basel. So, and then of course we had a real it wasn't actually that hot, but it was a long heat wave, and Switzerland's drying out. Switzerland is completely drying out, and it's been drying out for about 3 years now. But I won't go into that. It's just we now had 2 days of cool weather. Today it's only about 21 degrees. It's just like, oh, you know, you can breathe again. You can have the window open. Like, okay, the window's not open, but you can have the shutters up and curtains drawn, so the light might just be a bit odd today. I'm using artificial light, but mainly sunlight, so the sun might shine suddenly on me. So if that happens, like, well, but it's not very bright today, so I don't know, all a bit strange. Anyway, let's just stop talking about weather, Dawn. Nobody's interested. Everybody has their own problems at the moment. So let's start. Oh yeah, I quickly wanted to show this because I showed you, I think, when I stitched it and when I finished it. I found a lovely frame. What I don't really like is the frame's good, the colour's good. It's a wooden frame. It's literally a wooden frame. Okay, so I have only just put it in there, so you can see it's wood. But then they put colour on, and the colour just makes it look as if it's a plastic frame, and it's not. It's a wooden frame with plastic paint on it. So I thought that was, you know, it wasn't that cheap to look this cheap. So I'm a bit disappointed, but I'm going to, because it's a gift for somebody, I'm going to leave it in there like this. Okay, I'm going to just put pins in there so that it doesn't stick out. But it's one of these that you can stand or hang different ways. But I'm going to leave it like this because the person who receives it might not want it in a frame, and so they can take it out. They'll have enough fabric to make it into a pillow, a flat fold, whatever they like. If they want to leave it in a frame, they can just cut off the edges, and then you know, stand it up. So that's sort of my logic behind leaving it like this. Because I don't know if this person will even like this frame or this colour, or, you know, giving gifts is not always the easiest if you don't know the person in real life. So I thought you might just wanted to see that. So, okay, what I've stitched on? I've stitched on this. This is also going to be. It's from the same. Sorry, art on there. It's from the same Etsy shop, and this is, what is it called? It's Coffee's Cream. Yeah, this was Starry Coffee, and this is Coffee's Cream. So as you can see, the bottom part's done. It's full coverage, and but it still goes up to about there. I guess there. And even though it's blocks of colour and it's easy to stitch, I just, at the moment, it's stitching for me is, when I get round to stitching, I'm usually too tired to even concentrate on something. Yeah, it just takes time. Then I'm still stitching on this, because this is a start along. That is just, it's handy for when you just need to sort of have some mindless stitching, but even then it doesn't really work as I want it to. I've got one of these art bags, art books by Vicky Stitch and Button. I'm sorry, I've got a thread hanging there with a needle on, of course. So yeah, I mean, this one I had finished, and I'm on the second one now. And I think it's coming along nicely. It's just that, you know, you have this colour in there, so which was a bit tricky because it was more or less white on white. So you used to have good light, and then going through now with the other colour, if your light's not good enough, you just stitch over the other, because it's too, you just think, oh yeah, that's a free space, and then you suddenly notice that it's too thick and you have to go back. It's a bit of a nuisance, but that's because I chose the colours. I think I swapped every single colour out for this project, just because, for one, I didn't have the code for colours, and for two, I didn't really like I don't like all the greens, and so yeah. But this is a start along, like I said. So I don't know, I can't remember when we started, Connie and me. This can go on for years. It really doesn't matter. So put this back into my art. But it does have a project bag, you know. But this is just, it's so easy to just take this out and just lay it down there, and then the only thing I need is scissors, and that's it. So really easy. And I'm still stitching on Enchanted Alphabet. That actually was more lying around at the moment, because sorry, even threads on this one. Let's just, yeah, put this one, then you get the needle to the back. Okay, so because at the moment, as you can see, it's all greens, and I'm just not in the mood for greens at the moment. I know that, you know, I know that the colour changes in this is very fast. Like, this literally changes all the time. So as you can see, you know, it'll change colour immensely, like just going and going and going. So it's not going to stay in the greens, but as you can see, it's just a lot of green at the moment. So, but oh my god, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I should unroll it more often. I love this. I really love this. Can't wait to have it finished. There's still, of course, when I have the alphabet finished, I still have a rabbit, a dove, and I think a butterfly to do, and some sort of flowery, grassy thing. But I love this alphabet. It's all DMC. There's no variegated colours. You know, for people who don't like variegated threads, it's so easy. This is so easy. It's all DMC. It's. I couldn't believe it when, you know, like this looks like it's variegated, and then you need special colours and whatever, and it's all DMC. So that's all my stitching. So as you can see, not a lot, really not a lot. Well, I guess that's okay. So in one of my last floss tubes, I said that, you know, I'm doing this spreadsheet for the Under 1000 Subs Club that was done by Carrie and Stitches, Link is my homeboy, and Sarah from My Stitching Kingdom. And they have all reached 1,000 subscribers, and I made then this spreadsheet and I started filling in the people that I knew that are under 1,000 subs, and it was just getting too much for me to sort of go through that list on a regular basis and like go through about 700 people on this list and check if they've reached 1,000 subscribers, then, you know, mark them, and then before I would do my next Flosstube I would take those out, because it's up to them to tell the world that they have reached the milestone of 1,000 subscribers. I'm not going to spoil that for them, so I'm not going to shout them out. Whoever reached 1,000 subscribers is like, well done, good, thank you everybody who got them there, but it's for them to do that on their channel. I'm just giving you a list of people who haven't reached 1,000 subscribers, so if you ever run out of Flosstubes to watch, go to the spreadsheet. It'll be always be linked in my description box, or there's a community tab on my channel. You can go to the community tab and you'll find it more than once there, and you can just go, it's a Google Sheet, a Google Docs, Google whatever, it's an Excel, it's a sort of, you know, you can see the name, Flosstube name, and then you can just press on a link and you go to their channel and you can see how many subscribers they have, and if you like them, just give them subscribe to them and hit the bell, then you'll get notifications. And if you don't want to see them on a regular basis, just subscribe to them and you'll get the occasional notification that they have something new out and you can watch them. And it's just, it'll get the views up, it'll get the subscribers up, which is just good. It's just good, and it's nice, you know, getting new subscribers. I have something like 720 subscribers. I only have a view count of about 140, so that means about 140 people watch my Flosstube. That's not a lot for 720 subscribers. So yeah, but I don't need to get to 1,000 subscribers because it doesn't matter to me. But like I said, I can't go over this the whole time. So Morty from Mad Morty and Brom on Flosstube, who have she did this before, okay, before they had reached 1,000 subscribers. She said she would like to help me with the spreadsheet. She has a few ideas, so I gave her access, full access, and she has started organizing it, and it's fantastic. Of course I could have organized it, but I just don't have the time. In the moment I just don't have the time, and she started organizing the spreadsheet and doing all sorts of stuff with it, and it's fantastic. So she's already, you know, when you reach 1,000 subscribers, you go to the next, because you have tabs. So you go to the next tab, and then we have a tab for all those who have been, because I've been told by some people, you know, I go to this spreadsheet and then I click on some that I want to watch, and they haven't put out a Flosstube in 4 years. But they are on the 1,000 subs and they still have floss, so you can still watch them, but you might not want to start watching somebody who is not putting out regular Flosstubes. So those have also been put on a different tab, and then there's a tab of, she's done all that and it's fantastic. And she put in a new column where you can see when the last Flosstube of a person came out, when they put out a Flosstube, the last one, so you can see, you know, that, oh, they're putting out regular, and you go and watch them. Anyway, so thank you Morty, thank you very much for helping. And they have reached 1,000 subscribers, and now I've spoiled that, but I probably didn't, because they already did their Flosstube video where they announced that they had reached it, and they did a giveaway, which I think you can still, yeah, I think that now you can go and take part in the giveaway. Go over, give them a like, give them a subscribe, take part in the giveaway. I think that is still going, okay, so hop over there. It's worth it, it's really worth it. Also, Morty has now opened an Etsy shop, which is Hair Moon Crafts designers, I don't know, it's Hair Moon Crafts, and you'll find it. If you go and watch their latest Flosstube, she'll tell you about it. There's not very much on it at the moment, but that will change. And they are also a sponsor for Stitch Basel. That hasn't been made officially as an official thing on Instagram and Facebook. Flosstube, no Facebook. That'll come, but they are Hair Moon Crafts officially are sponsoring Stitch Basel. There's something going to be for the goodie bag. Yeah, people just like to sponsor us. And as I'm filling the goodie bags at the moment, well, it's amazing. It's amazing. So thank you very much for that as well. And Laura from the Slovak farm, they've been doing Flosstube for also quite some time. And apparently she said that she would also like to help Marty and me with the spreadsheet, which I think is nice. But they've been on Flosstube not quite as long as me, I think, but they haven't, they're in the 300s subscribers, so you might want to hop over and, you know, just watch them, give them a subscribe. But so Laura's going to also help, and I think that's nice. And it's just the community spirit it was really nice to have sort of people contact me and say, can I help? So thank you. Okay, so a few more things. I entered the prize, which is called, this is by Mr. XStitch. It's the Mr. XStitch Contemporary Needlework Prize 2023. So I guess it's going to be a yearly event. You can join 4 different categories. You pay a fee to take part because the money has to come from somewhere. They have sponsors. And I mean, I'm not a cross-stitch designer, but I did design 1 or 2 things that I stitched up and gifted people. So unfortunately I can't show you what, it's a digital words. I'm sorry. that was just like, yeah, it's not, you don't hand your work in, you don't send your needlework, whatever it is or whatever category you're in, you don't send your piece of work into them. You only take pictures. You take pictures and you send them the pictures, and then you give them an artist's statement. They want to know who you are, why you designed this, what were your thoughts through designing this, and why did you enter with this. Sort of, they want to know like the bigger picture of this piece of art. So it won't be like at the country fair where you give in your needlework and they go and look and like see that one X is crossed the wrong way and your framing isn't quite 100% straight. That's not what they're doing. First I thought like, yeah, I'll take part, and then I didn't actually know what they wanted to actually have, so I asked the question. They've now updated the FAQ and I could actually take part with something which I of course don't have anymore. So it's pretty difficult. Some of you have been following me for a very long time. They might know that I had a friend who got a tattoo on his arm, and I made a pattern out of that, stitched it up and gifted it to him. So I don't have this anymore, but I have the pictures, I have my notes, I have my pattern, and now I can see that the stitched finished piece doesn't look anything like my pattern, but that's absolutely fine because it was gifted and he loved it and I could use it to just take part. And it's called the prize because the Mr. XStitch Contemporary Needlework is just not something that you can easily just say. But taking part was the fun part. It was, you know, thinking about, because I have sort of designed 1 or 2 things that I can't use for something like this, because it's just like, you know, for the Mr. XStitch we did these bubbles. There we didn't really design, the design was there, you just chose the colours. Once there was an exhibition where you sort of had to show your journey or who you are in needlework. And those were all things that I designed myself, but it doesn't really lend itself for an exhibition like this, because with what they're going to do with this at the end. But thinking about the different pieces that I have done that maybe could go into an exhibition, this is the only one that actually would work. And it was just fun, you know, thinking about how do I explain what I did, how do I explain my thoughts behind designing this and stitching it and what it means to me, and doing this artist statement and then uploading only files, you know. Even though I don't have this piece and I haven't had it for years, I can still take part with this, and I'm not going to win. There's no chance I'm going to win. It's just not special enough. It's not got this oomph. So it's like nothing that I would, you know, make the pattern and put it on Etsy to sell, because it's no. There's a lot better designs out there by designers. I'm really not a cross-stitch designer, and this is only because I basically copied something but made enough customization so that it's mine, and I got the permission because it was all, I won't even go into that, but the copyright's mine. It all belongs to me, so that's fine. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that, you know, sort of taking part in something like this but not having to send myself, because one of the questions I had is, are you going to see the back of my work? And I said, like, no. If you don't send us a picture with the back of your work, you won't see it. And I was like, okay, good enough for me. I can do that. I can do that. So I took part in the prize, and it's like, yeah. So let's see what comes out, because I'm now really interested in what other people will be submitting. Because for me, taking part was the fun part. And now it's up to the judges, and I don't care anymore. You know, it's sort of gone. And I'd be really interested in who wins, because there'll be 3 winners in every category. I'm just looking forward to that. But it probably has nothing to do with me anymore. I just took part. And that's something that is like, yay. Anyway, that's just me. Sometimes, you know, I go a bit gaga. But I think you know that already. Yeah, so, oh yeah, I forgot that Floss Chronicles, she's on Flosstube, and she's coming to Stitch Basel, and you know, she has this actually, you know, sort of tucked away, like something like this on, I think, the radiator or something, and you can always see it when she films a Flosstube, and then she always takes it from there and mentions it, you know, Stitch Basel, and I've just realised that I'm organising this and I don't even have this up somewhere. I should be, like, you know. Anyway, there's a new Facebook group called Cross Stitch Retreat Information, and it's a closed group, but you can, any retreat that is happening that has to do with cross stitch can be posted on there. So it's an informational platform and not US only. Okay, so Stitch Basel is registered there, so you can see it. And I hope that UK and the Netherlands and Australia and any country that's doing a retreat will post on there, so that other people know that this is going on. Because I've got people who, from France, who said, I didn't know there's going to be something in Basel. I live just near Basel in France. I didn't even hear about this because I speak French. Dawn makes floss tubes in English. Of course, I didn't hear that, and I didn't notice it, and now I'm too late. Well, there are spaces on the wait list, but nothing's happening there at the moment. Sorry. But we did have a few cancellations and had to take people from the wait list to put them in. So some people were lucky, and I think that there's still a chance of some people from the wait list getting in. And there will be an informational sign-up sheet. So if you're interested in, if we're going to do this again, you can sign up to be informed about it. But you'll definitely find it in that group. And yeah, I just wanted to say, this is Floss Chronicles, and I really have to say sorry, because when I mentioned her, I think that was 2 videos ago, I said the wrong, I think I said Flossabilities or something. I used the wrong Flosstube name, and this is me saying sorry, and thank you very much for always putting out Stitch Basel there. And just that you know, it's 1 month and 19 days. That is 7 weeks and 2 days. 7 weeks and 2 days. and then I'll meet all of you in person at Stitch Basel. I can't wait, because me seeing other people stitching in real life is going to be fantastic. Yay! And now just to the last piece of my Flosstube, because it's my Flosstube anniversary. I'm going to do a giveaway. Now I'm going to record this also in German. It'll be the same price for the German speaking community as it is for the English speaking community, or any other community that watches me in English or German. It's going to be the same price. I'm going to give away this Nora Corbett. It's the Spring Garden Party Collection Pixie Couture, and it's Lily of the Valley by Nora Corbett, because I bought this twice. So it's still sealed, has never been taken out of its cover, and it's still one of these, you know, the normal pattern and not the new A4 size. So if you would like to win this, I'll ship anywhere in the world, even though it's a horrendous price. I'll ship anywhere in the world so you can take part. Let's say Pixie. I think Pixie is something, yeah, Pixie will work. So if you want to win this for my anniversary, put Pixie in your comment, leave me a comment. You can just write Pixie, put an emoji on there, you'll take part. So let's see, I've talked about everything. You know the rules, you know, don't say giveaway, whatever, be over 18 so that I can have your address. You know all the rules, you know them. This is not your first, if you're going in for this is definitely not your first time going in for this. But just know that I'm having 2 videos, the same giveaway. It'll be one person will win. I just, at the moment, I don't have the headspace for I would have done a Aida giveaway, but most of my viewers don't stitch full coverage, so sorry about that. But that would have been the easiest, and then I would have done 2. But who knows, I might do that giveaway some other time. Anyway, so now it's just happy stitching, enjoy summer or winter or whatever, and I'm not looking forward to the next heat wave coming, but that's just, I guess, life, the way we live it at the moment, and I'll have to go through that, as we all have to, and whoever is going through winter will have winter, and those who are burning, I'm really sorry for. Switzerland had wildfires that they can't get under control. We had a whole city basically ripped apart. One city, just one city ripped apart. That's never happened, never. We had storms that can like wipe out, go through Switzerland and take like woods and whatever, but what happened in Le Chaux-de-Fonds, that's never happened in Switzerland before. Luckily there was only one fatality and a few casualties, but they were so lucky. But the city's destroyed, and that doesn't happen in Switzerland. I mean, yeah, we have other things happening here, but okay, I'm still going. So happy stitching, everybody. Enjoy your stitching, enjoy Flosstube, watch Flosstube, subscribe to people, like, comment, whatever. Even if you give a thumbs down, it still helps. Even if you do it because you hate them, it doesn't matter, it'll help them anyway. So happy stitching, everybody, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.